Hey guys, how you doing there? Steve Lav here. It is March 11th, 2016 on a Friday afternoon. Figured I'd do a little coffee chat. I've been doing these little coffee chats lately, and I do drink a lot of coffee. And I want to talk about a couple of things. I get this question a lot is since I've been doing the coffee chats, how do you drink your coffee? How do you like your coffee? Well, there's a little story behind that. I drink my coffee black with no sugar, no milk, no nothing in there. And I'll tell you a little story how I got involved with that. When I was an apprentice, um, I worked with this guy. He was a truck driver. And when I first started as an apprentice, go, help the guys, load all the stock in the truck and bring it. I worked at a hospital when I first got started, and I worked with this truck driver. And he was a military guy, and he drank his coffee black. And I always said, man, I could never drink my coffee black. I'd add cream and sugar in there, 2 sugars with cream or milk in my coffee. And I said to him, how do you get to drink your coffee black? He said, if you drink your coffee black for 1 week, okay, every day, you'll never go back to drinking regular coffee with cream and sugar. And I said, nah, you gotta be crazy. That doesn't make any sense. He says, well, try it. I said, all right, I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna drink my coffee black for 1 week, and then I'll go back. He says, nah, you can't do it. I said, I'm going to do it. So we'd have coffee every day, and he was always around, the truck driver and bringing stock, and I would help him unload the stock for the mechanics and stuff, the journeyman. So yeah, every day I'd get my coffee black. It was nasty. It was like, oh, this stuff's nasty. Then after the week was over, I want to go back to the regular coffee with the cream and sugar in it. It's like, man, this shit tastes like coffee milk. It's sweet, and I kind of like the black coffee. So ever since then, I've been drinking my coffee black, no sugar, and that was a long time ago, over 30 years. So yeah, I drink my coffee black, no sugar. Here's to you guys. I do drink a lot of coffee. Um, probably, I don't know, a couple of big pots a day at least. So, all right, what else is going on? I get a lot of questions about that combustion analysis class I took with Jim Davis. What I thought about it, what I learned from it. What did I get out of it? It was a great course, 3 days long course. I got a lot of respect for Jim Davis. He's a smart dude. What I got out of it, I've been doing combustion analysis for quite a while now, and I was never certified, so I took the course. And what I got out of the course was Jim Davis puts his combustion analysis meter in before he starts up, as he's doing the test, and when he stops, and he checks everything, which is the best way to do it. A lot of guys will run a system, put their analysis in there, check and make sure it's running clean, and then pull it out and do their study. He does more of a long test, which is the proper way of doing it. Because when you shut things off, things can go haywire. You don't realize it. And I definitely recommend everybody take that course if you get a chance. It's an expensive course, well worth it. His big thing is, you got a draft damp, you got a draft hood on a gas appliance. Basically, the draft hood separates the appliance from the chimney. His biggest thing is he thinks that all them draft hoods should be taken out, and you put a barometric damper in like you'd have on an oil boiler, an oil fired boiler. Then you got the draft damper. Block off the draft hood, take the draft hood out there, and put a barometric damper in it, and you can adjust the draft a lot better that way. It's not separated from the chimney that way. That's his biggest thing. And some jobs you need to do that on, But realistically, in my world, I can't do it on every job. It would be too expensive, and people aren't going to pay for it. So it's something that you can do, that's recommended. But the industry should have switched over to that years ago, and they never did. So that was his biggest push, is trying to get all that taken care of, but it never came forth. Another thing that he's really big into is checking oxygen. He's more into checking oxygen in stable CO, carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide's got to be stable, and it's got to be below 50 as things are running. There's a lot of variables that he went over in the course, but basically, stable CO. Anything below 10 on CO is underfired in his book. So, like 0 CO running, the thing's way underfired. Anything under 10 carbon monoxide levels on CO is underfired. And that's another thing that he talked about, being underfired, being overfired, being where you need to be to get the most money out of the efficiency. And that's something that I got from him was the carbon monoxide levels. A lot of times I would try to get the carbon monoxide levels really, really low and thought, but it was being underfired. It's being underfired like that. His biggest thing, like with oil burners and stuff, is running certain nozzles, and he likes to fire the thing up to the maximum potential. I don't know if I agree with that with oil burners. I like to kind of underfire oil burners. They run a lot better. They run better with the draft. That's my opinion. With oil burners, sometimes I like to underfire them. Things work better. You get better draft over the fire. There's good and take. I took the course. I took some stuff that I could use, and I think that I could use personally, and some other stuff that he would say, I would say, nah, I don't agree with that. But for the most part, I respect Jim Davis. He's really smart. I got a lot out of the course. I'm glad I took it. It made me a better technician. It gave me different ideas, different things to look at, different angles to look at things, which is good. That's why you take courses. That's why you learn from people. That's why you watch YouTube videos. Sometimes, a lot of people watch my YouTube videos. A lot of young guys. I get comments. You should see all the comments and all the calls and emails I get from young technicians that, getting in the field, have been in the field for a while and thanking me. Because, they didn't know how to work on oil burners. They watch my videos and now they know what's going on. Well, they get more of a clue what's going on. And I would say you can't teach experience. You can't teach experience, but it helps, And I do appreciate all the emails, all the phone calls I get from guys. Guys all over the country call me. I get all the calls I get, man. I get a lot of calls, and I do appreciate them all telling me thanks for what I'm doing. It's helping, and even guys that have been in the trade for 35, 40 years, leave me comments that that I've helped them in different areas, which is cool, which is why I do the YouTube videos, I got no apprentice that works with me, so the YouTube is kind of like my apprenticeship, I guess. I help people out online, and I'm okay with that. I got no issue with that. What else? Another thing I wanted to talk about. All right, so with the carbon monoxide, stable CO, you can't be climbing. You want to get your oxygen down. The lower the oxygen, the better you are. But you got to watch you got to be stable oxygen, and it's got to be stable CO. Your CO can't be climbing. You want to be above 10, but below 50 on undiluted carbon monoxide when things are running. Them are safe levels. You don't want to be 100, 150 parts per million on the carbon monoxide levels, or above 50. It's no good. If your carbon monoxide levels too high, give it more air. If you can't give it more air, you cut the gas back. Cut the gas, or and then that's how you bring levels back in. Oxygen, it's air and fuel. That's all it is. Obviously you got to make sure the thing's all clean, not full of soot, and running properly. It's gas and air. Carbon monoxide, combustion. So it's all about. It was an interesting course. I'm glad I took it. Another thing that I wanted to talk about. I've been wearing this little carbon monoxide detector. I just hook it right on my shirt up top like this. It clips right on there like that. When I walk into houses, usually on my coat or on my shirt, and it's lightweight. It's only like $150. Now Testo has one that's a lot bigger than this, but you could see this little round thing here where it sucks in to check the carbon monoxide levels. It's a slow acting sensor. It's not like the one for Testo. The one for Testo is kind of long and it's got a bigger head on the back. That thing is more sensitive, it reacts a lot quicker. This one here is more of a personal carbon monoxide detector that you would have on you walking into the job, right? When I turn it on, you walk into the job. If it's a high carbon monoxide level, the thing's gonna stop beeping and going off. And it's lightweight. You carry it right around. It's light. The batteries it takes are these little batteries right here. you know. Now the Testo one I have also, which I like. It's just bulkier. It's bigger. That's more of a thing you want to carry around. Say you want to walk through the house and you want to check the carbon monoxide levels. That's a lot more accurate. It's more it's faster. It'll react faster. This one here reacts a little bit slower, but a lot of times I'll go into the house like on a hot air system and I'll just put this right on the grills. And I could tell if there's any carbon monoxide levels, if the cracked heat exchanger, you could tell. My 4 or 5 parts per million coming out of the registers, you probably got a cracked heat exchanger, But I like this little setup. This is the one Jim Davis used, and you can get them right on Amazon. You're like $150. And great little device. But like I said, the Testo one's a little bit more responsive than this one. But this is great for a personal one. Clip on your shirt or your pants, and you walk into a furnace job. You don't know what you're walking into. You don't know if it's high carbon monoxide levels or what the deal is. This is great. This is a great little device. I'm glad I got this. This is a spare one. I bought 2. So, all right, what else I got going on? Oh yeah, everybody asks me about what kind of camera I use. What kind of camera I use? What do I use for a camera? I just use a little Sony camera. This one here is 20 times zoom. You don't need one with a big zoom. I don't really need a big zoom. This is the one I've been using. I like it. It's lightweight, small. It fits right in I got a little pouch I put on the side of my, so I always got a camera with me. You could use your cell phone. Don't matter, I was using a Canon for a while, but that thing has sucked. You want to get a camera that's not going to kill the battery. That's one thing, with batteries. I always carry a couple of batteries with me. I always got a couple extras in my pocket. I keep them charged. So when the battery starts going low, I just put a new battery in there. A lot of guys ask me what kind of camera I use. Now, you can get a regular Sony camera with a little, 2 or 6 zoom. You don't need a big zoom. But I like the big zoom sometimes if I'm on a bridge or something, I want to zoom out and check something out. I like the big zoom. But it sucks a lot of the battery juice. That's another thing I get a lot of questions on. Hydronics, hydronic heating and stuff. Now, when I go into a hydronic heating system, checking out what's going on, I'll use my 4 senses, which is your eyes, your ears, your sight, and your touch. You go in there, the guy's complaining about no heat. All right, you go in there, you put your hand on the circular, you feel if it's hot, you feel the supply, you feel the return. Everything smell, you smell something's burnt. You could smell for, relays burnt or something like that. You touch the return. Is the return coming back hot? No. Well, all right. Well, why isn't the return coming back hot? You look into it. A good technician will use his 4 senses. Same thing with air conditioning. When a guy goes on a no AC job, right? He goes out to the condensing unit, right? He'll feel if there's hot air coming out the top. He'll feel the suction line, liquid line, feel what the temperatures are. You could tell a lot. You could hear. Listen. What's the compressor sound like? Is the compressor running? You use your 4 senses to find out what to look for, what avenue to go down. And it's very important, I get a lot of these young guys, oh, you can't do that. You can't go by your senses. Oh, yeah, you can. Oh, yeah, you go by your 4 senses. Very important. Very important to know when you first walk in on the job, you'll be able to get a feel for what's going on. Another thing you want to do is you want to talk to the homeowner. You want to talk to the owner that's there. What's going on with the system? You hear any noises? What's going on? Oh, I hear all kinds of banging noises, this and that. Well, then you know where to look into. It's very important. That's the first thing you should do when you walk in on a service job is talk to the homeowner. What's the problem? What's going on here? What kind of information can you give me? You're asking questions and you're prying to find out, what's going on. They live there. They know what's going on. You can get a lot of valuable information if you talk to the homeowner. On the phone, I do it a lot of times. I'll talk to them. What's going on? What's the problem? Give me some information. What's going on? So when I get there, I know, what I'm going to be looking at, where to go, what to do. And like I said, the 4 senses is important. Any good technician will know that. And, I use that in all arenas, And that's another thing I get asked a lot is, what do I like better, plumbing, heating, or air conditioning? I've been blessed to have the different licenses to be work in different fields. To work in the plumbing industry, working in the, the HVAC, heating, air conditioning. On heating, I do hydronics. I do hot air. Um, very, very rewarding career. Air conditioning in the summertime. I work on some heat pumps, not a lot, but I do work on some. I do a lot of air conditioning work. Uh, I'm very blessed to be able to work on all the different fields. Which one do I like better? I actually enjoy working all of them. Very, very rewarding. I couldn't have found a better job for me to do, and I love my job. I love it all. I like fixing stuff. I like working on faucets. I like redoing drains under sinks. I enjoy all that stuff. Hooking up dishwashers and garbage disposals and water heaters and working on boilers and changing circulators and doing combustion analysis and all that stuff. I love all that shit. It's a great variety. I like working on furnaces. Fixing furnaces, draft inducers. Or I do a lot with power venters. A lot of guys don't know how to wire power venters. Don't even know what power venters do. There's a lot involved with power venters. I enjoy it. It's something different. I like working on air conditioning work. Changing condensing units, compressors, and charging systems and learning different stuff and pulling vacuums. I enjoy it all. And I got a great job, man. I gotta admit, I do have a great job. That's another thing for the young guys. So what you need to do is, I get a lot of these young guys, going through school that watch my videos. I got actually schools that run my videos for teaching videos, which is pretty cool, And I want to say to the young guys, do what you enjoy doing in life, and you'll have a happy and rewarding life. Nothing like going to work when you enjoy doing what you do, man. So if you want to do HVAC work and just work duct work or furnaces, go that route. If you like hydronics, you like doing hydronic heating and gas and boiler work, get a job doing that. You want to be an oil burner man? You want to work on oil burners? Do that. That can be a nasty job though, oil burners. You want to be a plumber? Go into that route, Be a plumber. There's nothing wrong with being they call it a PL. He's a PL, he's a plumber. You want to do that? There's nothing wrong with that. Which one do I like the best? I like them all. If I had to pick one, I don't know if I could. But anyway, just a little blog. I just wanted to do a little coffee chat. That's going to be, my new thing, coffee chat. I'll be doing some more fireside chat videos. I got a whole bunch of cardboard ready to rock and roll, my little burning barrel, and I keep doing the cooking videos for the real working men. I do the cooking videos for the real working men out in the field to help them out, show them, cooking's not hard. Anybody with half a brain can cook. And where did I learn how to cook? I just taught myself. I had to cook, try different things, and, that's how I learned. No big deal. Alright guys, it never would be the same without putting the baby dog in the video. So my little buddy, man, is the baby dog. She's a looker, mama, she's a looker. Oh yeah. You're gonna say hi to everybody? Huh? You're gonna say hi? Hello? Hello, the Obama salute. Hello? Hello? Huh? You gonna say hi to all the people? It's the little baby dog, man. She's the star of the show, mama. Oh, yeah, she is. Huh? You're not going to say hello? Oh, yeah, she's a looker. She's a looker. Let her rip potato chip. There she is. Alright, guys, I had to put the baby dog in the video. You know me, she's part of the channel now. Typical woman taking over. Can't stop her. She wants to drive the bus. Alright guys, just going to do a little vlog. I'll probably release this tomorrow, which is Saturday. Just a little chat, chatting with my subscribers. Keep it real. I like to break it up with different stuff. And, and I got all kinds of videos coming. I try to keep keep things rocking and rolling. One video a day. It's a lot of work, but I do what I do. All right, guys, have a good day, and more videos to come, man.